into character like already now. They're just going for it. I'm sorry, Ian. They just went for it. They don't even care. You got this, right? You got this.
I got this. I can eat and talk at the same time.
Oh, instant ban for Elise coming out for PFF. They do not like that Elise play coming out from VGR. VGR have learned from Lolminium. Lol, no. I don't know. They've been watching a lot of his play, and they know Elise is a very, very strong champion in esports in general for League of Legends these days. And Moomy getting banned out by VGR. Don't want that team mechanic. Usually, they're a very good team mechanic team. I wouldn't be surprised if we saw a Jace coming out from here. I haven't seen a lot of VGR play recently. They have changed up their rosters a little bit. They've changed up how their team works a little bit. They're getting better and better every single time I see them. And there's Dwarf Goo putting down a Reddit link for us. Awesome. Cheers for that, Dwarf Goo. QQ Elise getting nuked so hard. Blitz definitely going to be a ban heading out there. And the Jax thrown out by VGR as well. They don't want to verse Jax at the top lane, nor in the game in general. He is a very powerful champion, and it is going to be a Kazakh's ban out for the blue team. 14 Passion for Fashion. And Kazakh's been showing a lot of strength. Whoever has a Kazakh's in the games that we've seen in the tournament today and yesterday, they've won that game. A Kazakh's has just been that much more dominant in League of Legends recently. He will be getting a bit of a nerf hammer in the next patch. Jax and Orianna, he is. They said they were reworking a little bit of him. Give him the nerf hammer because they don't like him coming out and being so ridiculously strong. They buffed him recently as well, and it's just like, well, get over it, you know. But yeah, oh, okay, it is going to be NZ Stealth is going to be able to get his Lee Sin. Dope insta picking it out there, and I did the last game I saw from VGR. They did go Nunu Vayne combo, and they destroyed everything. Vayne was the cleanup crew, and they dominated. So they're going for the same idea here. We'll see if they counter pick out the Nunu on PFF. No, maybe Locke is sticking on that Nunu. Oh. Do have wait for it has picked up the Shogarth for them, and Shogarth is such a ridiculously strong champion himself because he stacks on that health. He gets a Warmonks, he gets a he can get a Sunfire Cape as well. He is just ridiculously tanky. He can get a Guardian Angel. He just doesn't die. He's always there, and his ult is always a looming threat. He's got great CC capabilities as well. Normally a very normally banned out champion. VGR got rid of Orianna as well in that mid. They do not want to face that off. It may mean they have got an assassination champ going in that mid lane. And NZ Stealth is thinking of picking up a Taric. Taric, I do feel, is as good with Vayne as Nunu, because either way, having that stun out does let you get out those the Silver Bolts from Vayne as well. But with the Nunu combo, you get them out. You get out your Silver Bolts quicker, and it doesn't matter which target is stunned. You will do it either way, and they won't get away. And they do lock in as that. There's the Nunu combo, the Nunu Vayne combo going down. I'm wondering what the mid is going to be like for VGR, because they did ban out that Orianna. It looks like they're going for an assassination. Roguefire picks up the Malphite. Thinking of going out of the Malphite. I would have expected Malphite over a Jace. Maybe looking at that pokey damage, a Malphite would be a far stronger team fight pick, but maybe they're going for that laning phase, that early game and burst. What is Raw going to do with this as well? Oh yeah, it's certainly going to be Sona. And the Mix and Roguefire just trolling out the Shoutcasters. Game number 1 of the finals in the Modestly Awesome tournament. What are we looking at here?
Well,
fantastic game.
PFF have, like you said, come a long way, and I'm expecting like a very even match all the way through. And by the look of this team composition, both teams have really solid team comps right now. So we can expect a lot of action coming up from both of them, especially with Malphite Shogarth on the blue team. Blue team is gonna be quite tanky, especially with the wild growth. Varus and Katarina are going to be very safe in that. If they go in, if they get caught out a little bit, Lulu will be there to save them. And Purple team just want to see what they're going to pick last, actually.
VGR, they are pulling out all their stops. They've got a combo that they're ridiculously comfortable with, and that is terrifying to see on VGR. But just looking at just looking at Passion for Fashion, they have got a really, really good comp. It's great for team fights. It's great for the laning phase as well. Do you think it's going to be a jungle Malf or a jungle Cho'Gath? I love jungling Cho'Gath. I think it's much more effective.
I think it's going to be a jungle Cho'Gath. Malphite is a good jungler as well, because then you can bring the unstoppable force to every lane. But Cho'Gath has better sustain in the jungle.
Yeah.
And it looks like the swaps have gone around and Cho'Gath will be jungling instead. Malphite does have teleport. Really it doesn't, but with that teleport on Malphite, he will be able to go down to mid or bot and bring that unstoppable force, and possibly have a 5-man gank down bot lane, and we could see some very aggressive plays coming out. However, NZ stealth on Lee Sin is going to be very, very terrifying in itself.
Yeah, just looking at Raw's last pick of that, that is it for VGR. This is like one of their most perfect comps. It's one of their most powerful compositions.
Especially Raw on Matt Morgana.
Yeah, I just like that was basically like the New Zealand esports meta last year. If you had Morgana, you won. It was quite funny. Whenever you saw a Morgana, that game was just like the lockdowns that she put in was just devastating. And VGR were one of those teams that they had with Morgana. And yeah, that's just Raw's really good on Morgana. He's really, really good.
Morgana used to be one of those champions that you'd have to definitely ban in solo queue. You couldn't not let Morgana not get banned. It was just like, are they gonna ban Morgana? No, shit, okay, I gotta ban Morgana. No? Her, Shen, and I believe it was... There were the top 3 bans were her, Shen, and Darius.
Oh, yeah. Dude, do you remember when Annie used to be a common ban? Back in the day. That was
so long ago.
That was so long ago. I just remember that, and I look at Annie now, and I'm like, nobody touches her anymore. She does still have that Tibbers bomb, but her damage and her durability doesn't mix well with it.
They've updated her a little bit. They've
updated her looks, yeah. Her looks are amazing now. They have updated that. It does look really cool.
Actually, have they already updated her? Oh, okay.
Next patch with the Kazakhs, with the Kazakhs nerf, I believe.
If anyone has the patch notes for that, I would like to see.
To initiate in team fights for both of these teams, I'm giving it to Blue Team. They've got I'm giving it to Passion for Fashion. They've got a very, very good initiation team, but they haven't got as good of a follow-up team as VGR does, and that's where I think they're going to come in. If we will be seeing the ultimate coming in from, the Unstoppable Force coming in from Malphite, and the growth coming in from Rubbleman as well. And Cho'Gath is just his own ult with giant tankiness just sitting in the middle of it, because he will get that true damage out. But if Raw manages to get the perfect ult off, the cleanup squad is on duty. They've got Wolf. He will most likely be grabbing a Guardian Angel. He's great with that. I've seen him clean up entire teams coming back from a Guardian Angel. It's hilarious on Aurelia. And that will work really well. And of course, Rice Cakes on Vayne works ridiculously well on cleanup squad. So maybe an initiating cold blast by Dog. What is that? Whoa! I'm scared. What is this? Oh, okay. That was my sound. That was actually the alarm online going off. I was like, what? Okay, ignore that. That was a stopwatch. But yeah, just in general, cleanup squad and decent initiation coming from VGR, but really, really good initiation from PFF. I would love to see that Cho'Gath go behind a lot of turrets. The very good thing about Cho'Gath jungle is that when he places out a rupture, he can do it over walls. So you can take people outside of jungle and sight range as well. And get them underneath turrets and things like that. It's really, really strong.
And you're right, actually. I don't want to say too much. I haven't seen Passion for Fashion play this tournament, but I'm going to take your word for it that they have grown, and I'm going to wait to be amazed.
Their team fight is really just their composition is really, really useful. That Varus is a bit late game at the moment. He's great with his Q, but he does drop off if his lane is pushed. Like PFF, they didn't really go for that strong compositions against sorry. What are they called? Sorry, against Iris in the semifinals, but they still managed to pulverize Iris, and I'm still trying to understand why, and it's probably because Iris didn't get their own composition, but this will really tell whether or not that's the case. So we're getting into the game here, guys. Starting out, let's see if there are any crazy lane swaps going out. There isn't really much to suggest it. There isn't much range on Rice Cakes to get to warrant a top swap for the ADC support lane. See the jungle starting out in the mid up there, just lining up all of the ADCs and everything for you.
To me, it looks like VGR very confident that nothing's gonna really happen. They're going for very standard starts. No one's really going together as a team into the enemy jungle or staying together as a team. But it looks like Wolf might have found out here. He's in the jungle. They're all waiting for him, and they're gonna burst him. The damage is gonna come out. Oh, he will flash the Rapture, and he will be safe from that. And great play by Wolf. Gonna sit at his tower and just laugh at it. Actually. Very, very cunning of Passion for Fashion, try to catch someone out. But VGR were very confident to begin with that nothing tricky was going to happen. Something tricky did happen, but they managed to deal with it very, very safely.
And they have managed to burn a flash at least. That is almost as good as a kill. If they do get that early aggression on the top lane, they may be able to pick that off. But again, guys, this is a New Zealand tournament. We do have VGR.Giga versus Passion for Fashion. VGR on the red and Passion for Fashion on the blue.
It's actually very interesting to see these teams play out. They start at the most humble beginnings. Like Passion for Fashion at the Giga tournament, they were just a normal team that did quite averagely per se. But now they're at the finals against VGR, Auckland's top seeded team. And if they win, the VGR being the top seeded team could be questioned. They have more experience, obviously, but if they keep going and if they keep growing at the rate they have, then they definitely will become some pretty noteworthy competition.
Yeah. After taking out Legit in the grand finals from last year, they really are the NZ reigning champions. But with a lot of tournaments coming out from the South Island as well as down in Wellington, we may see more new teams coming out, and who knows, maybe they're going to be pushed out of the competition. That jump going on from NZ Stealth. Well, Lolik is not going to go down. One auto attack, that would have been the first blood, but not wanting that trade for first blood onto second blood, not wanting to risk that. Very careful play by NZ Stealth.
Does not want to give that kill to Katarina and make it hard for Roar. Roar is going to have a hard time already, but does not want to make it any harder than it's going to be. A great, he managed to steal the wraiths from him, but he is up here now. They know he's around. Sonic Wave and the Resonating Strike coming out. Does not land Tempest or crippled by it. However, Varus does manage to land a couple of light stacks. I'm going to be watching this Varus. I am a big Varus fan, but I'm not sure how they're going to play it out actually. So very, very exciting to watch this. He's not letting go. He wants to show that presence. Make them back off a little bit.
Oh, they're going to protect that ward. Safeguard onto it.
My ward.
And there's the counter warding gone from Rubbleman, not available anymore. There is a double flask going down up top. Both of them are looking for heavy sustain. They don't want to get too aggressive in those lanes against each other. There's no point really, because they scale so much better in the late game. They don't really do much in that early game against each other. Malphite Aurelia combo.
Especially, I think Aurelia as well, because Aurelia herself... Oh, Rice can get a first down very, very low. He has one blind stack. What? No, he will not land. He will not land the arrow. Wow, that was so close. He had one blind stack on him as well, and that one blind stack could have spelled the end of it for Rice Cakes.
I don't even know if that was a tumble from Rice Cakes for a dodge. I think that was just a miss on wait for it.
I think yeah, I think wait for it actually aimed a little bit too much on where he was and not where he was going. So it ended up the way it was. However, Volv and that stuff on top with Roguefire. Roguefire is dropping dangerous. It will give first blood to Lee Sin, and as we've seen in games with VGR, Lee Sin, that stuff on his Lee Sin with the first blood or any kills in general, not very good. Not very good for the opposing team.
Definitely not. And just a heads up for the bans from Creepy9. We did see a Blitzcrank ban. There was a Shen ban going out as well. I can't put my mind on the rest of them. Do you have any memory of the bans? Just a little bit hazy on it. I believe that. Oh no, sorry. Yeah. Oh, it was a Kha'Zix ban, I think. Can't remember coming into that. Orianna, yes, it was Orianna, Elise, and Kha'Zix, Blitz, and Blitz, Jax, and Shen. That's what it was. Yes. 0-1 as it stands now. VGR getting the first kill. They do land the bind from Raw into Max in the middle. That Dark Bind doing so much of the work, and there's double flash going out, and that ignite from Morgana does manage to pick up that second kill for VGR in mid. Insert stealth with that perfect chase mechanic that he uses very well on the Lee Sin. Famous for his Lee Sin, of course.
Lolek not making it in time to the mid lane to save his Katarina, but he has to hold that lane right now. He probably knows that he lost that trade-off for the Wraiths, but I suppose soaking up the experience in lane is going to help him a little bit keep up with her.
Yeah, you do not want to waste that lane. And it's very, very worth it because the jungle's not going anywhere.
Not at all.
Double Dorans as it stands up top now on Volv, looking to
wait for it. It's dropping
down. But would you look at that? It's going to be Varus dropping so fast to Rice Cake, getting all of that true damage off thanks to Nunu's Blood Boil, and that is the end of Varus.
It was over when he got exhausted. As soon as he got exhausted, he was creep blocked and he couldn't escape from it at all. He was too slow. He was just walled off from his escape, and on top of that, a little bit out of position. But Rice Cake's capitalizing on that, getting his 3-stack procs off faster than he did. Oh, but it looks like going for a tower dive on Rumbleman. Rumbleman is under the tower. Dope will take a couple of hits, and he's going to live through that. Will Vaz be able to pick him off? Oh, missing him by just less than 1 millimeter. But Katarina, is that the max? Will he do anything about it? Will he get any daggers? No, he will not. It's too close to the tower. He does not want to risk anything right now.
Yeah, sadly that flash from Katarina was down from that engage in mid. If she had it up, she could have gotten a double kill there. But just, yeah, not even close. Darkbind does manage to land on Max. Raw just looking to poke him out. Despite those double Dorans on Volv up at top, Roguefire is still able to dish out a little bit more damage and remain tanky enough. Volv just using his Blade Surge to get all of the CS that he needs. You see he's up on 52, keeping it even with that Malphite.
Oh, these things gonna go right back onto Lulu, and Raw is gonna pick that up with the tormented soil.
Dark Binding on his Tormented Soil, such a great combo and perfect.
Oh, he's gonna miss the Sonic Wave. Dope is gonna go under the tower, pop the Absolute Zero. Wait for it's gonna dodge the Dark Binding, but he's gonna go down anyway. There's too many people switching aggro, and Dope is gonna go down to the tower.
Lolek found a free ranging Dope in the jungle. Knew exactly what to do with him. And the knock-up going on inside stealth as well. Is he going to be able to pick up a double? Rice Cakes is here. He does manage to land the knockdown. Oh, what did I so the Condemned picking that kill up on Cho'Gath with a little bit of help from Raw, putting down the Tormented Soil. That was an amazing protection going down from Rice Cakes. A little bit too risky for Cho'Gath, nearly landing the knock-up in the auto-attack. One auto-attack was the difference on that kill for NZ itself. It is double Dorans all around for VGR.
Yeah, it is, and Lee Sin already has his wriggles, so he's gonna be a really objective-oriented player right now. So he is gonna be putting around, controlling the map a little bit more than.
And actually picking up that wriggles lashing early is helping him out quite a lot.
Katarina down bot lane. Will they ever get anything out? Ezreal's, Darius' ult does come out, but Ryusuke splashes out of that. He does get the Ignite. The next is gonna switch to Dope, but Dope will be a little bit safer with the Blood Boil. However, they do pick up the kill on Ryusuke.
So close on that Ignite. That was what needed her to kill. It was nearly an escape from Ryusuke, but not gonna let it happen. There's the ult going down from Raw. Does put down an Ignite as well. He is gonna land the stock up on Lolik, and that is gonna be it. Another kill goes to VGR. Another one for Raw.
Coming down.
3-0.
Teleport coming down on Roguefire, coming a little bit too late actually. And he don't think he's able to pick that up. They realize Ethan is dead. Seismic Shard comes out. Oh, and he tried to juke both of that, but Roguefire, it looks like he's gonna be safe. He is tanky enough to live through the damage, and he did burn a couple of. He did burn Ended Stealth's ult actually, the Dragon Kick, but Dope is dropping dangerously low, and it looks like Rubble Man will pick it up. It has the ult over, she's going for vengeance, but it looks like Wait for it and Lulu a little bit too much for him to handle, and he has 3 stacks, so he can't afford. Ooh, missing. Bass is going to miss the hail of arrows.
Well, Raw coming in here from the back, and it doesn't look like NZ Stealth is just right behind him. The button goes down from Raw to Rubbleman, and the ult is forced out. NZ Stealth is now chasing Wait for it, and he has free reign of Wait for it because he does have such great chase potential. In comes the rest of PFF, and the cleanup squad begins. Down goes Raw, down goes Rice Cakes, and they're going to be able to clean up. Oh, NZ Stealth, failed flash. Oh, he does get down the wood though, using Safeguard to get away from it. Kicking over to an enemy minion. That's going to be the escape power of a Lee Sin. Oh, that was a very close one, but they had no sight of the map after they tried to go through with that virus attack.
That was incredible reaction time from NZ Stealth to put down the ward as soon as he failed his flash. Just great. And now picking up that kill on Cho'Gath as well.
It is looking at a haunting, guys, for Katarina, but Raw is pretty damn safe sitting there with double Dorans. Everyone on VGR looking to ward up. You can see a lot of the different play. Whenever we watch VGR, it is just so different from watching other NZ teams.
They are, I suppose, of a different caliber. They aren't just solo players. They just really know what it takes to be top tier players, and it really just shows. Ooh, the mech's getting the Dark Binding and standing on the Torment, so Absolute Zero goes on. Wait for it, out of position, however, he is exhausted. The kill goes, does pick up the kill on Katarina. Now Lulu, wait for it, flashes, but it looks like he is going to go down under his own turret, giving the triple kill to Vayne.
VGR burning a bunch of flashes and getting a bunch of clutch kills as well. That last auto attack from Vayne going on to Lulu, I believe it was, or the mix. But yeah, very close on that happening. Just hitting off the 3rd tick of Silver Bolts. And now it's going to be a free dragon for VGR. Gold gap widening past 4K. I think Cho'Gath with that Ruby Crystal, he might be thinking of picking himself up a Warmog. It's going to be an early, so it's going to be a Sunfire Cape coming out on that Malphite. And I think Volth may be looking to go for a, all the time when I can forget item names. Why does that happen? For the Magic Resist. Wits End, there it goes. Hey, I have a memory. That worked. Wits End potentially coming out for him up at top with that recurve bow. And wow, it's going to be a Beard Sword on Lee Sin, as well as a Ruby Crystal. Where is he going with this?
BF Sword with the Ruby Crystal. I don't think he's going for a particular item in general. I think he's going for general, the general stats they give so that he can build later. I think Ruby Crystal, he could go into a Black Cleaver and oh, he gets the Dark Binding. He moves back into it.
Yes.
But I think that Ruby Crystal could move into a Black Cleaver.
Oh yeah, Pink Pegasus is calling out a Zephyr from that build. Maybe a Zephyr coming out. Does provide him with a little bit of power and escape and damage.
Zephyr. Who doesn't go Wit's End? Aurelia.
Apparently, he's going.
Aurelia,
apparently, he's going. Zephyr. Sorry. Oh, what? Oh, right. Aurelia did pick up that Wit's End.
Zephyr also is very viable on Aurelia, but because it gives tenacity, it gives attack speed, and it gives a little bit of damage, so it's really, really good for Aurelia because Aurelia is that on-hit kind of champion. But Wit's End as well has that damage that.
Oh, Pink Pegasus, you just got pulled out on stream. Down goes the ult already from Katarina. Does put off a lot of damage onto Rice Cakes. And there is the ult from Roguefire. He managed to get in there with the teleport, cleaning up the rest of VGR that are down there, forcing them out of that fight. Rice Cake and Dope looking so bad, and his Cho'Gath's gonna fight it. He gets the knock up. Oh, and the flash trying to get an auto attack on him. The slow goes down. No! The auto attack happens. Rice Cakes turned around to put off an auto attack. Lolik was slowed there. Do you think he was able to get away if he didn't turn around?
I think he was trying to turn around to get the condemn, but Cho'Gath's auto attack animation, I suppose, a little bit too close, was probably already gonna happen. Actually, if he didn't turn around, he would have made it. He was near his tower, but I doubt that Cho'Gath would have given too much. Would have cared too much.
Available on Cho'Gath anyway, but he didn't have to use it.
Yeah, if he got too close to the tower, Rice Cakes could have gone down.
Oh, there's the ult from Raw. Gonna be able to pick up another kill on Wait For It. Wait For It, of course, did go for that barrier and summoner spells, but it doesn't do anything against a Morgana's second tick ult. Valve now able to stand toe-to-toe to Roguefire at top. Getting that magic resist stacks on him means that Prismatic Shard does nothing. Sorry, that Seismic Shard. I was like Prismatic, why do I say that? But there's the Ignite down him, and Volf is looking for the chase. Lolik is there to stop him though. And Volf flashing, and Blade Search for the kill. It's looking to be very dangerous against this Cho'Gath. The chase is going on from Inset Stealth onto the max as well. And I think Volf may be able to out-sustain the damage. There's the kill from Inset Stealth onto the max. And yes, Volf is able to out-sustain the damage on Lolik. Lolik's ult did not manage to pick up the kill on Volf. Wow, there's Wait For It, doesn't manage to pick him up. Oh, he does get him! The AoE Hailfire. There comes out the hail of arrows.
Proc the blight stack! Proc the blight stacks!
Oh, he does go out with the ult. It is going to be able to get into stealth. He's in the middle of hell right now. They've picked up the Nunu, and they're looking for more blood. Not going to be a flash coming up from Wait For It. It's not even available. Vincent Stealth gets out of there just in time, but no chance for Nunu. No Nunu escapes. $9.17 as it stands with an Everest Blade purchased on Rice Cakes. Looking to get that, looking to get that static shiv. Maybe just getting a Zeal a bit quicker in the game to stack out that true damage. But still started out with that BS sword. And a static shiv is sitting on Wait For It. Do you think Wait For It is going to go for the new multi-attack item? I can't remember what it's called.
Brunan's Hurricane?
Yeah.
I think Varus right now, because he's kind of behind, needs to get at Bloodthirsters before he does that. Brunan's Hurricane is very good at him, but it's more of a mid-game, late-game item. It looks like he's gonna get the Dragon Kick off, but he will go down, giving the kill to Katarina.
Yeah, he went back in there with his Q, and what he should have done is put down a ward and got the hell out of there, but he didn't. Oh, sorry, I think he may have one available.
And the... Wow. Just, he was unable to do anything, really.
I'm sorry, the power of Morgana on Raw, that is it.
Wolf and Rice Cakes are here. Roguefire is gonna have to face them 2v1 now. He goes back in with the Assemble of Force, followed up by the Max, and the Max is there to save the day. Roguefire is dropping dangerous, you know, he is ignited. Wolf looks like he will pick up the kill. However, Wolf will go down the Max himself. So that was a 2-for-1 exchange, and that was really into PFF's favor.
That was one of the coolest scenes, the coolest deaths that I've seen in the entire tournament, having that Twisted Metal coming out from the mix. Oh, the fight actually does manage to land on him. And the ult is
this
gonna
is
land as
crazy
well.
right now from this Morgana, and oh, there we go.
But sorry, so the Sinister Steel going out from Katarina, and the Blade Surge coming out from Aurelia, and netting that kill. That just looked amazing. They just sort of exploded with blades on each other, and Katarina came out victorious. As the smoke clears, double buff now on Morgana because she is killing anyone and everyone. And Ned Stealth just barely being able to get out of there. I'm not sure if he knew that Cho'Gath was coming. But anyway, he is going to get out of there just in case. Look at all the Sunfire camps that are happening on PFF. They're not even bothering with Warmogs and Guardian Angel. It'll be another dragon sitting for VGR. They're sitting up at a... what is it now? It's gone a little bit lower. It used to be 7. It's now 6k gold lead. Silence is out from Cho'Gath. The knockup goes down. Not going to land on absolutely anything. And it does look like VGR in this fight really strong. They're turning their attention to Rubbleman. Rubbleman's ult is down. Used on the first member that went down. Sorry, used on wait for it. And now the attention has switched. They are sort of fighting across that bottom lane. Rice Cakes is in a little bit of danger. Going to change to focus to Rubbleman. Going to go down though. Rubbleman's still alive. Finally taken down. Lolik is the next target out for VGR, but Dope is in a little bit of trouble. There goes Roguefire with the ult. Finally, he waited for that ult. That was a really good choice from Roguefire. He left his ult to the very end, but Volt is backdooring PFF. And this is what won legit the first game in the tournament series in the Barcraft NZ Grand Final against VGR. This is what they won the very first game. They went in backdoored with the Shen, and now it is happening on Volv with an Aurelia. He nearly got that turret down, but he's going to have to get out of there now, and he may not have a chance.
And it looks like actually Aurelia has actually picked up a Stinger. Stinger going into the Zephyr later on, so he's gone for a really high attack speed. Aurelia, so he's going to do a lot of damage real quick, and he's got a lot of cooldown right now.
So yeah, definitely a good call from Pink Pegasus onto that Zephyr, and there it is. It comes out. He did go B after that massive attack down at bot. Yeah, the Zeal has come out on Rice Cakes. And surprisingly, a Ruby Sightstone hasn't been finished by Dope yet.
Varus right now, I think Varus really needs to save up, get that BF sword, get that lifesteal, maybe get something else to give him a little bit more damage. In the meantime, maybe a pickaxe, just for some quick damage, because right now. Actually, no, the BF sword does come out, and he is gonna hurt a little bit more. As we saw, he didn't actually do too much damage to Morgana when he found her in the bush, but I think that's where the teamfight went wrong. He went first, and he got too close to Morgana. If you get too close to Morgana, it's bad for Varus. Varus has nearly no magic resist at all, and he's a very fragile champion.
I saw Varus Q against NZ Stealth just a little while ago, and it literally just did nothing. Just watching, like, he combos very well with the static shiv, but it's not the kind of item that provides him with much damage output, and combos on Varus are pretty hard to get off.
Indeed. What Varus really needs to look out for is to proc the blight stacks. His focus needs to be auto attacking and then using the abilities afterwards to proc them. He really can't use them without stacking blight first on the enemy. And it's going to be easier to do that once he grabs that Rune and Hurricane, but he can only do that after he grabs his Bloodthirster. But maybe he went for the static shift a little bit too early. I would have personally kept the Everest Blade to give him that little extra gold to help him scale the late game a little bit better, because they are very behind. They're about 8k gold behind, 7k gold behind. 6 kills down, and it's not looking good for them. So he really should have maybe kept that Everest Blade. Looks like Passion for Fashion trying to transit up. They have the blue, they have the Baron warded, but by the look of it, they can see that they have a ward in there. Did they just put two wards?
There are a lot of double wards across this map. It's kind of funny. They counter ward themselves. They did put a ward there to make sure when that ward ran out, they still had site coverage.
I'm surprised they didn't go to clear that other ward they have there, but I suppose it's not much of an objective for them right now to clear that ward.
They're like, meh.
Roguefire is in a bit of a danger. Cho'Gath is around. Wolf and Dope reacting perfectly to the rupture. Cho'Gath does get the num-nums off, but Roar is dead. Death Lotus goes up, and so does the Wild Growth, but this is not a team fight they want to be in right now. Roguefire is onto Rise Kicks. There's how he gets picked off by Aurelia. Aurelia is big right now. He is doing so much damage on each hit. Roguefire is ignited. He is slowed, and it looks like one more Blade Surge, and he... Wow.
He's gonna get the Blade Surge on Bubble Man instead, maybe? Nope.
Nope. He's chasing him. He wants this kill. And
there it goes.
One Blade Surge and one Equilibrium Strap, and he is gone.
Now they're going to be focusing on getting all the turrets down and trying to take this first win in the best of 3 for the finals. This is the first game. We'll be moving on to the second. Looks like pretty soon. But I do think that PFF can push them out here. It's just good to know that PFF is doing exactly what Iris did against FHT to win them the game. Tank up significantly no matter how much they're losing, and that wins them the team fights. But they still need to follow that up with a lot of gameplay that outplays VGR in lanes and trying to get those turrets, trying to get that map control. And yeah, it's just not happening as much as VGR does take control of the map. They have great command of maps. They have Israel in their heads. Very NZ Stealth taking that red buff, and there's a good example of them, how they know how to use the enemy jungle against them.
Do you want to fight this? Do you want to fight this, Varus? Do you?
Oh, bring it!
Do you really? Oh, almost landing that.
Baited out the Dark Bunny. Yeah. Oh, it is go. Morgana sitting on a Rabadon's as well as a Deathfire grasp. So much ridiculous burst from her.
I actually think the new Deathfire Grasp is so much stronger than the previous one. I'm not sure why they made it that way. I suppose it doesn't blow up tanks as fast as it used to, but it still provides a heck ton of AP damage, and the utility it brings with increasing the damage that it does, the magic damage that the target takes for the next 4 seconds by 20%.
Yeah,
that is huge. If you have more than one person playing an AP champion, that is big.
Yeah, it does really well. For example, with like a rumble at top, it just it really changes that team fight.
Especially when the AOE comes out, 20% extra is a big number.
As we are going into heavy late game now. There's going to be a Frozen Heart sitting on that Mal fight. He's looking to get into the fight very early. He definitely, what I like about this Malphite, he has been using his ult to great effect. He always waits until he has the perfect fight on it, and he needs it the most, and that really nets his team quite a lot of very good team fights. And that Katarina has been doing a lot of cleanup squad duty, so I'm hoping that the mech stays back a little bit in the next team fight. Got Roguefire going in there with his ult as well, but VGR are great for baiting out plays, and seeing as they've got so much mobility, they've got Wolf on there who can jump Blade Surge to any location that he wants to. And a lot of the team do like to flash. They've got NZ Stealth there who can jump around every single target, and Rice Cakes is great for the tumble. There's just so much mobility, and it's difficult to predict where VGR are going to go with this. Again, I feel like this is one of VGR's best combinations. Down goes the ult from Wait For It. They are going into the team fight. Dope putting down a perfect ult, nearly taking down Wait For It, having him the first to go down. Instead, Stealth jumping in there. He is trying to focus him down. He does manage to land the Q and jump on Wait For It. Is the ult taking to go off? Yes, it is. Roguefire still saving out the... He did use the ult, but VGR are now rolling through them steadily like a heavy train. The bases
no, I think Wait For It's actually jumping the gun quite a bit. And Cho'Gath and Roguefire going out. Looks like they're not in a good position. They might lose this one right now. But like I was saying, I think Wait For It jumping the gun a little bit too much. Varus' ult is not an initiating tool. It does have that initiate power, but Malphite really needs to be the one that starts the fights.
The mech's not even be able to turn around and take Dope out. That is going to be the first game to Team VGR.
Well played, indeed.
Well played. Yeah. They're just keeping everyone at their summoner circle. Finally, the Nexus is going to go down. Zoom in for that explosion. We're going to move on to game 2. But Volve are just not finishing off this game. Thank you, Volve. The hell. I call them Volve, but they're actually VGR. They're just one person. No. But thank you for tuning in. We are going to move on to game 2 now. VGR, such a strong team. You can see how much stronger they are than so many teams in New Zealand from the gameplay that they pulled out here. And yeah, stay tuned right now. We're going to get on to game number 2. I'm sure they're waiting for us with that 3-minute